Okay. We are on 0-7 perimeter found on P23 through P25. This is where you should be in your book. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. That's all it is. If we go ahead around a figure, it's the distance around a figure. We're going to go ahead and look at some formulas. So if I give you a rectangle, this would be my length, this would be my width. If this is the length, this has to be the length. If this is the width, this has to be the width. So then our formula could be seen as two things. So perimeter would either be 2 parentheses length plus width, and I'll tell you what that means in a second. Or if we distribute, that'd be 2 length plus 2 width. And the reason why is we have 1, 2 length and 1, 2 width. A parallelogram would look like this. 2 parallel sides, 2 parallel sides, where this side has to match this side has to match this. So instead of saying length times width, or length and width, we would say A and B, because they're not really the length and the width. But it's the same thing as a rectangle, to where our formula could either be 2 parentheses A plus B, or it could be 2A plus 2B, just like our rectangle. A square, we all know, has 4 equal sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on 4 equal sides, we would say S for a side. So then if I were to count up all the sides, it would be 4 times one of the side lengths. And then a triangle has no shortcut. If this is side A, this is side B, this is side C, we have to take A plus B plus C to find the triangle. So let's go ahead with example 1. It says find the perimeter of each figure. On letter A, we are given a rectangle that looks like this, and we have 2 side lengths and 1. So this would be 5 inches. This would be 1 inch. So it says a rectangle, find the perimeter. So I could use either formula, or I could just add. I want you guys to get used to using a formula. So I'm going to take 2 parentheses, my length is 5, my width is 1. Order of operations, that would be 6. 2 times 6 would be 12. And we measured in inches. Letter B. A square was 7 inches. A side of 7. So this is what it would look like. So we have a side of 7. We have a side of 7. So I would take 4 times 7, which would give me 28 centimeters. And we're done. On example 2, which is found on P24, letter A, is a parallelogram. So the parallelogram looks like this. This is 14 meters. This is 12 meters. Last time I used 2 parentheses A plus B, or length times width, or length plus width on my rectangle. Let's go ahead and do 2A plus 2B to show you that it's the same thing. So 2 times 14 plus 2 times 12. 2 times 14 would be 28. 2 times 12 would be 24. That would give us 52 meters. Letter B is a triangle. 4 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches. If I add that up, that's 15 plus 4 would be 19, so we get 19 inches. Then we get down to a circle where we need to define a circle. Well, here's the short definition of a circle. If I give you a circle that we all know and I put a dot in the middle, no matter where I go to the outside of the circle, all of the distance will be the same. That's the definition of a circle. So the diameter of a circle, so let me go ahead and draw this. I'm going to draw a big circle and we're going to label each part. So the diameter would be from one side of the circle through the center to the outside. That's the diameter. The center is literally the center of the circle. It's the middle. The circumference is the distance of the outside of a circle. And we're going to use two formulas to define circumference. Circumference could either be 2 pi r or 2d. And I'll tell you what those mean in just a second. I want to finish with radius. Radius is the length from the middle to the outside of the circle. So I need you to notice that the radius of a circle is half the diameter. So then the diameter would be 2 times the radius, and the radius would be the diameter divided by 2. Notice that. So when we go over here to the formula, 2 pi r, 2 times radius is the same thing as diameter. So r stands for radius, d stands for diameter. So, example 3, find each circumference to the nearest tenth. The radius is 4 feet. So, they give me radius, so I'm going to use 2 pi r. I get 2 times 3.14. My radius is 4. So, I'm going to use a calculator for this. You should be able to do it by hand. So, we have 2 times 3.14 times 4, that gives me 25.12, and we measured in feet. Letter B, the diameter. So if the diameter is 15, then we're going to use pi d. Pi is 3.14, my d is 15. So 3.14 times 15 gives me 47.1 centimeters. Let me pause real quick because it says find the circumference to the nearest tenth. If I were to round this one, this would remain as 25.1 because the 2 makes the 1 stay. Now we can move on to letter C. On letter C, they give us a diagram of a circle, and it looks just like this. So, the radius, they give us radius, so I'm going to use 2 pi r again. The radius is 3. 2 times 3.14 times 3. So, 2 times 3.14 times 3 gives me 18.84. If I were to round to the nearest tenth, the 4 makes the 8 stay, and we measured in inches. P25. On P25, number 3. Now we can do practice. So on number 3, they give us a parallelogram. This is 27 inches. This is 18 inches. So they ask us to find the perimeter. So go ahead and pause the video and try. So I'm going to go ahead and use the formula 2a plus b. So 27 plus 18 would be 45. Yep, 45. 2 times 45 is 90, and they measured in inches. Number 4 is a triangle. Remember, this is a right triangle. What that means, we got 12, 15, 9. Pause the video and try. Here's what they got. 15 plus 12 is 27. 27 plus 9 would be 36. And they measured in millimeters. Number 7, a triangle. And I actually want you to draw the figure and find it. Pause the video and try. Number 7, they give us a triangle. The longest side needs to be the hypotenuse, so 13. And then any of these don't matter, so 5 and 12. If I add this up, I get 5 plus 12 is 17. 17 plus 13 would be 17 plus 13 would be 30. I apologize, this is 4. So that would be 29, and they measure in feet. I actually want you to go ahead and not try 8 for now, and go ahead and pause the video and try 10. On number 10, they have a circle, and it says find the circumference of 3 as the radius. We would use 2 pi r. 2 times 3.14. My radius is 3. So we would have 2 times 3.14 times 3, 18.84. If I round, the 4 makes the 8 stay to the nearest tenth, and they measured in meters. And we are done.